We ain't hired like Rick Ross in the airport neither. It's all good. Heading back to New York. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Riding through the airport. We ain't on the low. We outside. How y'all doing, people?
For the ones who want to know where my jet at, I obviously didn't get the memo. It's being updated with Starlink. You know what Starlink is? Yeah, that's the $500,000 Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's where my jet at. And I chose to fly commercial to Colombia to go party with Trick Daddy and Ball Greasy at the Escape the States vibe. And that was a hell of a vibe. I had an amazing time. When I was leaving, that hoodie was low. Rose did it big. The boat. And y'all better stop worrying about what rich niggas doing. Shit, if I send my jet to go pick my mama up and I fly motherfucking commercial, that's what I do for mama. If I send a jet to go drop her off, I walk for mama. Just so that shit y'all on, I miss that.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Cats that's wilding out, they not all Nick fans, you know? They got a whole nother agenda. They just running with the narrative, you know? They just out there being reckless, but using the whole, you know, like they riding for the Knicks and they, you know what I mean? Nah, that's not what it is, because we don't give it up out here like that. I don't want people to think all New Yorkers is reckless because New York finally looking like we about to bring it home, you know, in terms of the Knicks. And we out here just, you know, kind of like just taking advantage. Nah, that's not how we give it up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know, based on the clips, we gonna get into it, you know, in a little bit. But, you know, based on the clips, it's crazy. I get it. You know what I mean? New York, been waiting for this moment forever.
Yeah, no doubt.
Knicks fans, you know what I mean? I feel bad for anybody that was a Spurs fan before all of this that's from New York, because, damn, it wasn't like this. It was never like this.
Like I said, it's not everybody, you know, but you know, social media will paint a certain narrative. And bottom line, Knicks got to bring that chip home. Bottom line. And we'll go from there, you know?
Right. I mean, listen, one more game. Now, one thing you just said about the internet and narratives, right? The rap game, once upon a time, you know, they had a certain image that the average person, you know, they wanted to live. They wanted to be like, you know what I mean? The lifestyle that they emulated. Now in 2026, things are different. And I say that respectfully because, you know, I guess things have changed, you know, even in hip hop. Recently, right, with Rick Ross, there's this conversation about him, you know, after he got caught flying, a commercial flight?
Yeah. He got caught lacking flying on their frontier, economy style. And the ill thing about it, you got to think, remember, it's smoking. You just said it. The weather's hot. And he got like 4 layers of clothes on because he hiding from, you know what I'm saying, the people, because, you know, he got a whole so-called private jet and he's flying, you know, economy with the rest of the common folk. But he's always flexing. So this is why this went viral. It's not the fact that he's flying, you know, coach or economy, whatever you want to call it. It's the flexing. This is when flexing goes wrong. Feel me?
Right.
That's it. That's it. See, my thing is this, right? I tell people, it's a way you can provide motivation. Let's just say that, because we all want the finer things, but you still got to keep it real. You be like, yo, look, I got a private jet, but at any given time, you can catch me riding coach because the jet prices is crazy, or I may have to get, some work done on my jet every now and then, maintenance or whatever. You feel me? But when you just flexing reckless, the internet is going to put you on that Summer Jam screen. And I land my plane.
Listen, that's the thing, is rappers out here living a lie? Is it an image? Is it a facade?
Yes.
Or was it just Bow Wow that was out here caught lagging?
Nah. Nope.
I know Bow Wow, like, look, man, even he had to fess up, like, listen, man, I got caught. It happens. We in this industry, we a sucker for attention. We do things. Even Rick Ross, you see the headlines. It ain't, all of them, honestly, right? It happens. But because you keep a certain image to the audience, to the fans, and even now, it's not just because, like you said, he keeping up this facade, but also he going back and forth with 50. He going back and forth with Drake. Are they doing commercial flights?
Nah. Well, yeah, you're right. 50, he going do private at this, but 50 will let you know every now and then he'll be on a commercial flight. Remember when him and Ja Rule was on a commercial flight together?
Yeah.
See, 50, he always lets you know he got it, but don't get it twisted. I ain't like 50 is the type, say for instance, when they did the complex sneaker shopping thing and they was going through the prices of the sneakers, 50 was like, shit, what? How much they want for that? $5K for some sneakers? Man, you could buy a hoopty for that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody not about their business. I just know, it's an interesting conversation to have because, like you said, the average person, they don't give a damn. That's how he want to spend his money, cool. But because it's Rick Ross and the way he's sitting there, like he ducked off, like he hiding, like he ashamed to even be sitting there. I mean, listen, this is what comes with the rap game. But as you can see here, 50 on his private jet, laughing with Murda and Yayo. And,
and clowning Memphis Bleak.
Right.
Because Memphis Bleak is not on the jet with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I mean, come on.
Crazy.
With the price of these groceries, should we really be trying to spend money on a damn jet?
Hell no.
Huh? You got your little Amex card. You were part of the private jet club, the program. I see the little posts on social media, they showing it off, but in the end, if you ain't got it, why you know what I mean? Why go broke trying to fake it to everybody?
It's this lifestyle, right, that everybody want to portray because it's people that do buy into people's lifestyle, but I think where we at as a country and, just the hood, people are in a bad place. You feel me? So I don't know if that works anymore. You know what I mean? 2026, that outlandish flexing is like, all right, homie, we get it. Especially like somebody like Ross, like, homie, you got the Scarface crib. We get it. You got 500 cars. Salute. I mean, but think about it. But it was times where he showed you, okay, I got this big crib, but I'm gonna cut my own lawn. So see, when he did that, people respected it. You see what I'm saying? But when you flexing like, yo, I ain't never gotta fly commercial ever again in my life, and they catch you with like 8 hoodies on, and a coat. You know what I mean? And it's like the middle of June. You look crazy, man. You sweating to death. Hey, listen, man.
It's a lot going on right now. And there used to be a time when hip hop, the artists would speak on real things going on in the world.
Correct.
And I get it. You know, for artists like Rick Ross, 50, and others, you know, they symbolize motivation, hustle, right? Grind.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure it out. Some people, you know, they tend to overlook that. They look at the start. Oh, they used to do this. They used to do that. Yeah, but look at the change. Look at the growth. They're not in the streets no more, right? This is the entertainment business. But right now, the entertainment business is broke, man.
Big time.
And it costs a lot of money to keep, you know what I mean, this shit going. The aesthetic, the look. But as you can see throughout the industry, the label's not even giving out budgets for the album anymore, for the rollout, for nothing. You got to do everything on your own. Hence why every album, you know, is using, artists on the album rollout is using AI now.
Yep.
Even the big names, even the ones with platinum plaques.
Facts. Niggas' whole music videos is AI.
Come on. So things are changing. But at some point, you know, you got to keep it real with your audience and your following. You know what I mean? Now, ironically, did you know that Rick Ross and T.I. dropped the diss record?
Yes. I saw Rick Ross put the promo on his page earlier, yesterday, I believe. Yeah. Nobody, I don't think nobody's jacking it like that because I don't really feel the momentum. It's quiet. Kind of like crickets.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people at this point, you know, have sent shots at 50 on the diss record. You know, even after hearing some of the records that 50's released, people were, you know, essentially saying they was tough records. I don't hear anybody playing them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, he jumped on the remix with Max B.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had the theme song that he put out, right, going at T.I.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think, like you said, people have kind of moved on. We would play the record for y'all. I'm going to leave the link in the description, but you know how the copyright is.
Wow.
He really, you know, Ross, I mean, after hearing it, you know, for the first time, I know we played it before we got into it. You know, how did you feel about the record? Is it worthy enough for a response from 50 or?
Nah.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not a bad record. It's just like, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a good album filler. You know what I mean? I don't look at it like a single, but I see they already shot the video and all that. They probably about to do a big rollout. You know, you hear T.I., his whole verse is like subliminal. This is the 50. Rick Ross got a direct shot at 50, mentioned his name. He goes at his baby moms in a line or two. Yeah. So, but the beat was dope. I don't know who produced it, but the beat was definitely tough. You know?
Yeah, it just seems like the formula of just, you know, name dropping, dissing certain artists, it's not effective anymore. It isn't leading to, you know, more sales, more streams. You know, they used to say all publicity is good publicity. Well, in this case, you know, dissing 50 to try to sell something or, you know, get a streaming plaque. I don't know if that's even effective anymore, but like I said, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Y'all can tell us how you feel about it. Because again, you know, so much is happening right now. And that's the interesting thing. You know, where's the artist that's talking about what's happening out here in the real world? And that's what goes back to what you were saying earlier about the certain style of rap and the music and why, you know, maybe it doesn't connect with the audience today. Because you over here living, you know what I mean, the styles, the lifestyles of the rich and famous, as they say. And right now, everybody hurt.
Everybody gonna do it, man. It's real.
For real. But you got, you know, Rick Ross, T.I., can't forget, you know, T.I.'s sons. I mean, at this point, how many people have dissed Fifth and successfully, you know, got some shots off? I mean, who had the best 50 diss at this point? See what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, it's so many records out. It's hard to determine, you know, are we talking about currently or are we talking about just overall? And,
I mean, we talking about currently within the last year or two. You know what I mean? Of course, we're not talking about during a heyday. But it just goes to show that we have moved on. It's 2026. And honestly, some of the bars that they spitting, you know, it's not hitting. You know what I mean? It's not worthy enough to be like, yo, this is one of the best, you know, diss records in a long time. Now, T.I., T.I. can rap. We know that.
Correct.
But, you know, is he a puncher? Like, can he stand in the ring with somebody like a Kiss? Come on.
Nah.
Come on. Respect.
Nah. Respectfully.
Yeah, respect. Come on.
T.I. is dope at what he do, but when it comes to like punchlines and just those competitive bars on the level of a Jadakiss, that's a different, it's levels to this shit. You know? It's levels. And
Well, chill. Let me find the bars that Ross said. He said, shoot up all your niggas 50 Cent, and they never walk away. They got what they say, that go for many men. Rich rap shit. This is rich rap. And before I ever rap, I let a bitch rap. Wow. You went up at your deal just like your Pooh Shice. When it's time to kill, trust, I'm too nice. Shooting for the stars with these two dice. Pull up double R's with the blue lights. So, you know.
Just rapping at this point.
Yeah, you using the name because you know people going to listen to it. Mm-hmm. And this is on Rick Ross's joint. You know, it doesn't have 100,000 views. So, you know, maybe people didn't catch it. Or like you said, maybe people don't care. Either way, y'all let us know.
Both. Yeah, comments on both, but leave it in the comments.
Yeah. I was going to say, let us know. What's your thoughts? We're going to leave the link in the chat below. Y'all let us know your thoughts because, again, this past week, you know, it's like, you know, headline after headline. First, the pictures came out. You had Uncle Murda and Yayo, you know, with Fifth and his baby moms and, you know, the Diddy leak. It's a lot of wild, crazy headlines that's been happening in the past couple of weeks. You know, I'm sure y'all wondering, well, damn, where y'all been at? Well, listen, man, we, you know, making moves behind the scenes, but when it comes to the landscape of media, come on. We're trying to keep this for a mature audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But on another note,